Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. Steps away to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Completes it to Hearns. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Fields. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Fields throwing again. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Terry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fields now to throw. Hearns brings it in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Gibson here running out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays to go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. In motion left goes Jones. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Thirty-yard line, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Fields. On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones now in motion left. Off play action, Fields. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On play action, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch him by surprise.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Hurts gets this to Sanders, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
The quick slant caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 27, Hurts dancing to his left. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session If he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
23 yards, the final tally. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bubba Bolden, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff as they run left side. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On 1st down, Hurts. Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Hearns. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Fields. He finds Hearns left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Again, Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Algier. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Hearns the man in motion left.
defense. Keep it up, guys.
They snap it to Fields. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, back at his own 7. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bears,